Oh, no, hello, we're good. We saved? Saved. Nice one, nice one. Yeah, that player housing's looking pretty spicy, eh? I'm liking the look of that. Liking the look of that a lot. Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome in, though. Welcome, welcome. Right, I need to carefully remember what the Christ I need to do on every character. Now, there's a few things I should probably do, such as go open the vault. I'm sure there'll be lots to talk about with player housing, so we'll have a little talk about that later. There's some stuff that I wish I could talk to you about. There's some stuff I wish I could talk to you about, but Blizzard rules are Blizzard rules. But yeah, player housing is looking pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. Is there any reason to do this on alts? Not particularly. Any reason to do this on alts? There's no way I'm going to do 5 time walking dungeons on each alt. Disc fragments isn't easy peasy. Dangerous creatures, that's a free pinnacle cache for every alt. Call of the World Soul. That's basically a free complete activities in the Undermine. Kick a can, dance with people, tickle, get kicked out of the Galagio, hold a drift. That's basically a free chest for alts. Just did a blacksmithing order. I told the guy I'll make his weapon for 3k. He gave me 10k and then bought rank 3 mats. Did I try and go to Goblin Heaven? I tell people now. I'm gonna probably ruffle some feathers with this, but any work order I do, I tell people to keep their gold. I tell them I don't want it. I tell them I don't want it. That said, people always put something in the box. They always put something in the box. What do we got? Veteran set piece. Veteran set piece. Veteran tier set piece for the mage. Yoink. Oh, I should have started my timer. And it upgraded with a socket. LOL. Sure. My 610 weapon's a bit stinky, don't mind. Could do with a proper staff. Have I never done these? Collect 50 Valor Stones, upgrade a piece of gear. That'll do. Now it's better. Now it's much better. Swappity Roonies.
It is a world of wonders.
Cool.
Farewell. Be bold.
Oh, that's retroactive as well. Nice. Wait, what? Bring 15 carved undermine crests, then trade them for a pouch of weathered undermine crests. Trade them for a pouch of weathered undermine crests. I know that's bait because it's a downgrade, but I love how they teach you to downgrade.
Until next time.
Okay. And then I get them back, right? Okay.
I will do my duty.
I don't know. We'll spend the crest when we need to spend the crest. I just want to make sure that these ults don't cap out on Valor Stones. Players are unable to move decor through other things. 0 clipping confirmed. I think a bit of clipping doesn't go amiss. I haven't read the article in full detail yet. I wanted to get a couple of characters just sorted first. To be honest, I might even go through the player housing thing in more detail tomorrow. Attendance will probably be relatively low this evening. And no doubt people will want to talk about it in detail tomorrow. I'm saving up my attendees. Our trading post is going to be wild for player housing. They're going to go all in, I reckon. All in. We can then go back over to the Undermine. Agreed, I can only stay a few minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to go through it in great detail today. Because, like I said, regular scheduled streams is probably the time to talk about it in detail. Yeah, I don't think a bit of clipping would be a bad thing. I'm pretty sure a bit of clipping wouldn't be a bad thing. Are rats actually up? If rats are actually up, we go kill rats like yesterday.
We've loaded up this shredder with our newest
Too fast. Too fast. I put maximum boost on my cars and it's quite fast. Hit midnight with 15k tendies. That'd be wild. There he goes. It's going to be an absolute cluster of rare killing, I think, this evening is the main plan. I'm going to devote no more than 20 minutes with each character to just, like, get the week cooking, whatever that involves, on each of my ults. Especially since we've now unlocked the Dark Fuse Cartel. So any rares and any activities we do in the zone can be getting us these, what do you call it, market research. Every 100 market research is 500 rep. And this appears to be a warband wide rep as well, which is nice, as they all should be in my opinion. But I need to just double check that we pick everything up as normal. Chat list, for example, is something that can be ticked off. We'll do some of this accidentally. Focus on killing rares. Did all the races on gold earlier? Too fast was uttered a few times. Yeah, the super boost is, woo! It's boosty. It's definitely boosty. Where's Tally? It's definitely boosty. Oh, yes, pulling more. That's clearly the way to not die. I'm in panic mode. I don't play mage well enough to know what's going on here. I think I'm toast. Yeah, I'm toast. I'm not geared, nor do I do mage. Oh, invis? Oh yeah, you're probably right. I should have just pieced out instead of dying. Oh, I thought I'd have a beer or two this evening as well. I've not, since having my tooth out last week, I didn't have a beer all weekend. And as a fully grown man, sometimes you need a beer. Right, let's go again. Okay. I'm still 615 on this mage, so I'm not overconfident on this mage. Sorry, yeah, the doggos are... she's doing much better. You can probably see her flopped in a bed right now. She's doing much better. She had a real funny stomach for a few days, but she's got a vet's appointment on Friday all the same. Because we thought, well, you know, it's best to be safe, you know. But no, thank you for asking. She's doing much better. She's still her back legs are just toast these days. She's got some genetic thing which means unfortunately her back legs are going to give out as she gets too old, which will probably and ultimately be the demise of her. But that's already something we know that can't really be helped. She's 12 though. She's done a good job so far. Dogs don't unfortunately live forever. If you see me disappear randomly from the internet for 3 weeks, it'll be because she goes. But yeah, she'll be fine. Players are exploiting a bug that allows them to acquire 2 complete sparks this week, allowing them to craft 2-handed weapons. Yeah, that's clearly a that's clearly a bug. And that's so easy to spot. Like, this shows that people are dumb, right? That's so easy to spot as well. If you're like, oh yes, you've all of a sudden got 2 sparks and nobody else has. Everybody with 2 sparks gets a 30-day holiday. You know, it's so easy to spot. But, you know, people do what people do. I know there's the early exploit often, but something that is so incredibly clearly a bug, it's like, why are you doing it? We need to do 3 digs. We need... yeah, okay. We'll do the shipping and handling probably. Not on this dude, I don't think. Oh, slugger's up. Rare. What do you mean, yeah, happens? Oh, I forget how we do these properly. Today's 20 minutes per character, I think, is going to consist pretty heavily of opening the vault, picking up all this week's tasks. So whenever I log on daily to the character, my tasks are there, and it's just about cleaning the list as the week goes on. And in between cleaning the list, we just, you know, we just kill things. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put a downer on it. I'm completely at the mercy of other players when farming rares on alts. I can't kill anything with undergeared healers. Yeah, did I flipping die to Galagio, dude? I did. This is the only reason why
Get into that junk and cook up some free
I would
food.
like to get these ults to like 620, 630 if possible, but in a very low effort way. Because keeping it low effort will, I'd like to get to the point where, yeah, they can be soloed. Because otherwise, in a week or two's time, these ults are going to be useless. Because if you can't, you're going to have to get yourself to a point where you can solo the rares. Because otherwise, yeah, you'll quite quickly get pushed into a position where you're just useless. Like, you can't do anything. But all this 610 gear that's knocking about, you'll pad out those characters with 610 gear. If you're killing rares and you're opening treasures and stuff, you pick up so many like vault stones and like basic bitch crests. You should slowly be able to upgrade those toons without really much effort, I think, to an item level enough to at least be able to solo the rares, I reckon. That's my plan, at least. I'll do a bit more effort on my main character, obviously. We'll do delves and we'll gear that dude up a little bit, but I'm certainly not doing anything particularly taxing on these ults. Well, I'm going to at least try not to. Who knows? We might get a bit crazy. Oh, ephemeral agent. I'm also somewhat hoping that there'll be so many rares spawning because it's reset day. I won't have time to do any of the boring chores.
How you doing, pal?
Other than maybe the chat list.
Yeah?
Nobody over here for the ephemeral agent. These big rare elites, I totally agree with you. Completely at the mercy of other people. Which is a real issue, because these are the ones that actually have the best chance of dropping goodies. Maybe we keep our eye on this rare. And just do whatever the rest of this stuff is. What do you... Dance? Dance with you. Do some dancing. Did you count as dancing? Oi, come back here. Be danced with you.
Yeah?
But we've already got 2 miscellaneous Mechanica today, so I kind of feel as if we're already ahead of schedule as far as I'm concerned with those things. For as long as the value in those is held pretty high, I think a couple of those a day is good news, really. Because a couple of those a day means a couple of mounts a month, and a couple of mounts a month I think is pretty solid. Do some boogies. There we go, danced with 1. Do you not want to dance? Yo, dance. You don't want to dance. Two you down.
Welcome to the best place ever.
You dance. There we go. 2 dances. Need to remember to kick a can if I see one.
Which side you on?
How you doing, pal?
Sons of... Nobody wants to dance!
Special recipe for you. Need a solution?
Oh, actually, you're...
A potion?
We're Steam Weedle this week.
Think you got what it takes to race in the big leagues?
Oi, Stop running. Did I get you to dance? Yes, there we go. Kick a can. Booted. Drift, tickle, and get kicked out the Galagio. Well, that's easy then. Let's let others casually complete this. Nice. Cheeky, cheeky. Let's go tickle, Pax, and get kicked out of the Galagio. Getting kicked out the Galagio is easy enough. We're already up to 17 minutes on this character. 20 minutes actually flies by. Boom. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Wrong player. You can keep kicking the can for an achieve. Oh, I've done it. Done it. Been there. Done it. We got that one. That's part of the meta. But yes, you're right, you can. I think you need to kick it like 20 times or something, don't you? God, even this dude with like 615 gear is still like really plugging along. Right, let's go see if the rare we summoned is ready yet. I think it's your prerogative. If you summon the dude, I think it's fair if you peace out whilst everybody else sets it up. I think that's fair, right? Seems fair to me. I need to do all the world quests as well. It claims I've got 70 hours to do these world quests, which is like 4 days. I don't think that's true though, is it? Who are you? Slugger. Oh, this might be the last dude. Then this might be 20 minutes done. I've actually killed a huge amount of the daily rares though, which I'm happy about. So we'll live with that. Since I am going to be lurking, maybe let's do some into at least assist. Night stream. I like patch launches. When I'm enjoying the patch, I got no problem doing this. Expansion launches obviously nothing beats, but like a good patch launch, solid. Good patch launch, solid. And I can't deny, I've been having quite a lot of fun so far this patch. Why will you? There we go. Right, we've already crossed the 20-minute mark. So we should move on to the next two now. 20 minutes a day to kill as many rares as we can per character and get, you know, some of the weekly stuff. $20 a character a day. How many characters have I got at level 80? 12, 15 maybe? I don't know. 20 minutes a day, 3 characters an hour, 4 or 5 hours. 4 or 5 hours to rotate through all the characters. Add some time for squirrels. A few mechanicas a day. Get the characters slowly leveled. We're going to hit renown 20. Hopefully make a bunch of gold on the side of it. Additional to the mechanicas by like getting pets and stuff like that. Yeah, it sounds fun. It's a nice little rotation. It's solid gold per hour right now as well. Well, say that it's dog shit gold per hour at the moment because I've not sold a mount. But if we get that thing sold, it's all of a sudden very well worth. Hello, lootings. Okay, it's a good thing we're swapping characters because the lag is real. Even our weekly rare didn't update to assume that we killed that dude. We definitely did. Ooh, dearie. We zoomed through there a bit hard, didn't we? Did we actually complete anything there? I can tickle you.
Damage.
No, goodbye.
What's shaking, pal?
No, stop saying hi. Can I not type? Oh, there we go. Tickled. Right, let's go turn this in. Turn this in, and then this is this character done for now. Come back to him again tomorrow. I would somewhat agree with you, though, that there's, like, it's the most true goblin patch that we've ever had, with the least truly goblin activities ever. But, you know, something is better than nothing. Did I never speak to you about Sparks? Why did I never speak to you about Sparks?
Foundation. The Titans will return.
There should be a free pinnacle cache. And there should be at least something in there that's probably an upgrade. One-handed dagger? Oh, flipping hell. I don't want to use a one-handed dagger. One-handed daggers are stinky. Well, that's annoying. Because it's clearly better than what I've got. I've got a 610 offhand. Can I just use a 610 offhand? And the dagger until I get a better staff? I don't know. I'm a mage. I always want a two-handed staff. I don't know why. I don't know if it's even the optimal thing to do. I don't know.
I have calibrated my
I'm pretty sure I've got plenty offhand itemy things. Int stamina, haste mastery. There you go. You'll do.
My directive has been fulfilled.
Game didn't ask what you want. Well, that's true. If we do that, right, that is technically an upgrade. Alright, next dude. I got 4 main characters, and then the 8 crafting alt, so that's 12. There's 3 other characters. I've got 15 characters that I semi-play occasionally, but 3 of them are not level 80, and so I don't think I've brought them into this new zone. That's probably... So yeah, it's probably 12 that I've got in the Undermine so far. Right, let's start at the beginning. Start at the beginning by opening the vault. Oh, and picking up this quest.
We owe our service to those in need. Do you also hear Beladar's song? Our deeds give it strength.
Any goodies? Stupid noggin fogger trinket, but a 623 ring. We got 610s all across the board with these. I'll probably have a better ring then. Nothing too exciting going on there. Let's do all our start of season, turn your quests in, do the things that you say to do.
It is a world of wonders.
Upgrade a piece of gear with Valor Stones. What should we upgrade with Valor Stones? What have we got that's like worth upgrading? Am I ever going to get better than 632? Let's just assume I'm not.
Farewell.
May we all find what we seek. Farewell. In unity, find strength. Be bold. Be true.
Transmute to the pouch of weathered
There
undermine
is
crests.
much to discover.
Weathered undermine crests.
Fair skies and strong winds.
What do you seek?
Probably never really expecting to get much more than veteran gear on these dudes. So if we do have a veteran piece, let's just pump it. Go. Chest piece, for example. What profession would you recommend for casuals? Herbalism and mining. Anything crafting wise at the moment is not casual friendly. Simply down to the fact that you need to min-max those professions to even really stand a chance. If you're only casually making gold, you've got to just do some grunt work. You don't have to risk anything. You just spend a bit of time, and the more time you spend, the more gold you make. Herbalism and mining. To be honest, as of right now, and probably for the next couple of weeks, herbing and mining is probably 20,000, 30,000 gold an hour. And it's got much stronger catch-up systems than the crafting professions do. If you've got a few characters, take sort of herbalism and mining on one, and then maybe just pick a couple of crafting professions and dabble with them, but be prepared for them to not make you a huge amount of gold on a casual basis. If you've got lots of alts, consider making a bunch of enchanters, because using concentration on enchanters is usually pretty good money. But yeah, absolutely don't expect to make millions with the crafting professions now without some serious effort. Not that it's not possible, but it's quite some work. Right, I need a check card more than anything else. Oh, I've already got one apparently. I've already got a checklist that we're working on. Let's get our weekly quests.
Thanks for stopping by. Won't find better. I'll be waiting. Come back for more. Won't find better.
Some bonuses from Renown. Not really much else that I need to worry about. So now we've got all of that goodies. We need to do some of it. The sum of it we do is probably this. We probably go all the world quests and we say do those. Because that will keep us very busy for the next 15 minutes whilst rares pop up. At least until we cap our renown.
What's shaking, pal?
Be danced with.
Oh, well.
You don't want to dance. You're boring. You don't want to be danced with. Let's find the guys that want to be danced with. Let's tickle what's his name. Oh, you know what we can do? Skip the campaign.
Watch yourself.
That makes a lot.
Do us proud.
We can get ourselves a ruined enchanted crest if we do this.
Now
That's
get a move on.
definitely worth.
Interesting.
That takes a little while though. Might do that later in the week. That's not too important.
I'll miss you.
Right, you're tickled. Are you tickled? Properly tickled. Yes, there we go. Do some dancing. Bust a move.
What's shaking, pal? Time's a wasting.
Anybody else want to do some dancing? You'll do some dancing. No, not a fan of dancing. Right, we'll worry about that. Magno. Magno, Magno, Magno. We need to do Magnos.
Imitate my work. Show 'em what's what.
Oh my god, this is so fast.
We've loaded up this shredder with our newest anti-antifreeze. Tested out by icing down a few things.
There's going to be so many rares popping up, I'm not going to know what to do. Oh shit, Magno's dead. Oh, that's not what I expected. Oh no, I'm not. Oh, flipping hell. Suddenly realised I'm not a hunter, I don't have disengage. So used to playing hunters that I just jump off things, forgetting that I'm not a hunter sometimes.
I'm on it.
Want me to? No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll worry about making sure we've killed all the big rares later in the week. You not want to dance?
What?
There's about 1 billion things I can be doing on each character right now. Why is this arrow all the way over there? Except breakneck racing.
Dim lightin' and absolutely no airflow. Perfect day for a race.
You done some dancing? Beautiful.
Well, well, well.
Let's race. If only a paladin had some protection, like a bobble or something. Yeah, well, see, when I jump off stuff stupidly, there is a get out jail free card with a paladin, yes. And of course, mages have free fall. I know everybody has a button, but while I try to normalise some of my buttons, like Shift 2, for example, is just always my stun on any character. Whatever ability stuns is Shift 2. E is interrupt because it's the easiest button to just quickly mash. Something like a disengage is a very specific button, and my panic brain doesn't quickly remember what the alternatives are.
Wow. You ever think about doing this professionally?
Is the junk wall still up? Surely not. Oh my god, he is. Get ruined. Yeah, miscellaneous mechanica number 3 for the day. Don't have to kill 4 of these. Oh no, I've got to do some more world quests before I unlock the special assignment, don't we?
One goblin's tragic oil spill is another's marketing opportunity. So get in there and clean up with our patented cleaning products.
Oh, rare. Rares get all priority over everything else. Because that's really why I'm on these alts in the first place. If I wanted to be doing world quests, I could be doing it on my main. Are we jacked enough to take these on by ourselves? Should we find out? I mean, if I went Pride, probably just wouldn't die anyway, but I don't have a shield. I'm going to assume the answer is actually no. Yeah, the answer is probably no, not in DPS spec. Not without knowing how to press all your buttons properly. I didn't bubble or lay on hands there because I knew that was a lost cause. I'll save those for real emergencies. Hey, somebody else is here now. Good stuff. Hey, a real paladin. A real paladin, not one of these fake paladins. Fake holy light paladins. I think we can afford the repair bill. I think we'll be fine. Down he goes. Void Forged. Another one-handed one. One-handed stuff is well easy to come by. Two-handed weapons, though. These catch-up 200 weapons are like rocking horse doo-doo. Oh, bit of rats. We'll take a cheeky rats. Oh, and Slugger. Holy. Can they keep up? I swear I literally went through the floor then. No! Less dots on rats! Less dots on rats! Less dots! Can we get to Slugger in time? Oh, I got no boost. Shit. Sal's up anyway. We'll do Sal. He's a daily. I've had mechanical off this dude before. I think because he's... I've wondered this, you know. I wonder if when they do loot tables for these rares, they really think about it. Like, this dude is relatively mechanical, so maybe he has a higher drop chance or something. It's probably not the case, but... I've always wondered. Me's Grind, how we doing? Welcome in. Good evening. Or good day. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by this evening. Oh, Swigs is up too. Can't move for killing rares. Oh. Swigs is down. Is that Tally up as well? Can't move for rares. Okay, we can get back to business. There's a can. We need to kick a can. Booted. We need to get kicked out of the Galagio. Oh, Grimewick, rare. Can't move for the rares. I'm going to attempt to make whole grain bread. Surely nothing will go wrong. Nothing beats homemade bread though. The only saving grace for me is that there's a Lidl like really close to my house. like walking distance really close to my house. And so sometimes fresh Lidl bread does beat homemade bread, but there's no substitute for homemade bread making the whole house smell of bread. Oh, it's wonderful. Even if it's whole grain, even if fun detected bread. That smell you can impregnate the whole house with is delicious. Come here, you dirty pigeon. There we go.
It worked.
Beautiful.
Our pragmatic corporate philanthropy
Except the main event.
brand recognition.
Somebody was saying earlier that you can actually get loot multiple times off the world boss. I killed it like 12 times last week, only got loot once, but I'm willing to try. That does mean we should probably find a group for it, shouldn't we? Preferably one that's already in combat, already with it 90% dead.
Hey, you! We got a mech that's out of control here. Could use
Oh.
a few hands to shut it down. You in?
Get out your car, you donut. Prices went crazy for store-bought bread. Refused to buy them at these prices. Making my own it is. I have not got much practice in it, and I might get shot for saying this, but, you know, bread is... I don't think it's that difficult to make at home. Once you've got... Well, I know there's some people that get, like, crazy into their sourdoughs and making a base and, you know... Oh, this base has been in the family for 12 generations, and I'm sure at that level, yeah, there's probably an art to it, but if you just want to make some basic nice bread, I don't think it's too difficult to do at home. That said, it wouldn't surprise me if supermarkets catch on and just hike up the price of flour, you know. Surely they'd never do such a thing. This was the last bread I made. Yo! Pretty patterns on the side and everything. Oh, you got me killed. Well done. You got me killed. That's some solid bread action, though. That's some solid bread action. Funky patterns going on and everything. Absolute Giga Chad bread maker in the chat. Kahani, man of many skills. Oh shit, am I dead again? That was the laggiest bubble I think that's ever happened. Alright, well he's dead. 1,000 gold. Special assignment unlocked. Don't matter though. 20 minutes is over. This dude is done. Oh, let's just get... Okay. Okay, I'm going to make a slight exception. Let's get kicked out of the Galagio. We'll go overtime.
To try and make trouble for us. How many of their best you think adds up to one of you?
Booted. Didn't like the COVID prices, so I learned how to. It's fair. A nice loaf of bread like that in Finland is like easy €5. So I kind of so much so that we tend to we'll have like nice bread like at the weekend. We might buy like a loaf a week for the weekend, but like we're not like eating it all day every day. I'd much rather spend my money on something with a plug technology. Nothing beats a good bread, but there's limits. Did that not count as getting me kicked out of the Galagio? Shit, because I'm in a raid group still. Oh, what an absolute donut. Donkey of all men.
Dark Fuse is sending their best to try and make trouble for us. Huh. How many of their best you think adds up to one of you?
Now we're booted out the Galagio. There we go. The World Quest gold rewards in Undermine are quite nice once you get them done on your main, because you can then get gold on alts. Yeah, I've noticed it's like 800, 900, 1,000 gold a piece. Like, easy business. Easy. Okay, you're dead. Swigs? Is it Swigs? Swigs is also dead. Oh, nearly got through without getting cooked then. Oh, Chief Foreman. I meant to be moving to the next character, but I can't stop. Can't stop. Too many rares. This was one I was hoping somebody was going to be engaged with. Oh, somebody else is here. Yeah, let's just pull it. Then other people will come play game too. People will join in if they see somebody else already doing it. He got ruined. Oh, now I do have a shield. Well, there's my opportunity to quickly switch into prot if I ever need. I'm sure I've got a one-handed something or other lying about.
Trying to imitate my work. Show 'em what's what.
I play on Draenor. Draenor EU is now where I call home. It's not always been home, but it has been for a little while now.
Can you feel it? Belladar hums with joy,
What do we get?
with hope. You've done well, my friend.
Trinket. You are one of the devout. Your spells and abilities have a chance of burning a nearby enemy for 300,000 radiant damage and healing another ally for that amount. Ooh, healer trinket. Ugh. I mean, it's good for the old item level, but ugh. Healer trinket. Ugh. Nah. Right, next dude. Right, let's pick up the easy
We are a light in the darkness.
quest there for
Do you
quick and easy
also
pinnacle
hear Belladar's
cash.
song?
Let's
Our deeds give
take...
it strength.
Why can't I fly? There we go. Let's go... Open the vault. Shoulders. Wait, not tier shoulders, just shoulders. Huh. Shoulders or a cloak. They're both practically exactly the same. Other than shoulders, technically is a bigger increase in stats. So, guess we take shoulders. Every little freebie helps. Not even doing patron orders. Not even considering my professions this week. Let's head straight into the hotel. Let's get a checklist nice and quickly. Or do I already have one? Give me a checklist. Get that on the go. Let's tell this dude that we can skip the campaign, because not about doing that 20 times. We'll do the story mode of Gallywix to get an enchanted crest at some point this week when there's less busy stuff to do.
Thanks for stopping by. I'll be waiting.
Let's grab the weekly quests. Let's grab our renown quests for some freebies. Are we ready to rock and roll? I think we're ready to rock and roll.
Interesting.
Do some dancing. You not want to dance? Nitro. Rare. I think my dog needs a pee. Might have to take a break after this tune. Well, that or she wants her friend to play with. Her friend is in the main house. I might take her for a pee and take her back to the main house. Go down. Bit of flyboy action. Let's go, go, gadget, go.
Dim lightin' and absolutely no airflow. Perfect day for a race.
Flyboy Snooty's another one of those that is kind of really highly require others to kill. When there was 2x4 groups up here, it was much easier to kill this dude, but since they nerfed the cloth drops on these fellas, it's been a little bit more challenging. Anybody else want to have a little bit of a tinkery doodah on this fella? Let's give it a minute. Was that a tinderbox? Cheeky tinderbox out of a trash can. Go on. It doesn't look like there's anybody else up here, is there? Time is of the essence. We'll go keep ourselves busy doing something else.
It's out of control here. Could use a few hands to shut it down. You in?
I've just realised selecting the world quest as something to do is going to tell me to kill the world boss on all of these tunes. Well, that's not strictly a terrible idea. It's very time consuming and is absolutely not going to give me any real reward. but I guess we'll give it a go.
Hey, you! We got a mech that's out of control here. Could use a few hands to shut it down. You in?
So many shinies, you know. I know it's a world boss and it's just literally a patchwork situation for the most part, but there's a lot going on. Visually, it's pretty wild, eh? Ouch. Dead. Now, if I was being a real Leechosaurus, I'd just wait until the dude's about to die and then res. It's cheeky AF, isn't it? And technically it means the boss dies slower, but... Okay, you can afford repair bills, no need to flaunt it. It's not out of choice. Oh, is Stanley not on? Oh, hang on, my bad. He's there in body, but not in mind. I reset my computer earlier. Give me a minute.
Man, you totally wrecked it. Do you know how much that cost? I mean, thanks for taking care of things.
Stanley might take a minute to catch up. Ooh. Do we go back and try and do Flyboy? Does it look like anybody is from this same shard tried to kill it? Oh my god, he's nearly dead. Yoink. Hey, maybe that's a win for Flyboy. Might remember that trick. Jump into a raid group for the world boss and ask they kill the world boss. Oh, Grimewick's up as well. I'm not jumping shards. I'll happily kill you.
So get in there and clean up with our patented cleaning products.
Stanley's still not playing catch up. The real problem for me with Stanley is like the software that runs Stanley. I don't really own or have any control over, nor do I have any know-how to change it when it doesn't work. And there's quite many things of Stanley at the moment that are not working, and I think the dev isn't really doesn't really have much interest in keeping the software up to date. Gold rains from the sky. This morning I had 47 million gold worth of items. Now I have 37 million. I'm hoping the maths is slightly better than that. Because that's a 10 million loss in my books. Unless you've still got a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to assume you have. Is Thwack still going to be alive? There's no way he's still alive.
And absolutely no airflow.
Oh my god, he's not been touched. Blasting the rares today. Oh, they're literally queued up for me. So much for doing these world quests. Oh shit, whoops. That was a real waste of boost, wasn't it?
Can you believe those
Oh, Candy's also up.
trying to imitate my work? Show 'em what's what.
I don't know what shard I'm on right now, but I like it. See if the ephemeral fella's still up. Oh, garbage as well. Alright, we'll do a garbage if we can get the garbage fast enough. Where is he? €90 in Battle.net balance, 10 tokens in the bag, 4 million gold still in the bag. Good effort. Good effort.
We've loaded up this shredder with our newest anti-antifreeze. Tested out by icing down a few things.
This realm is god tier for rares. It's like there's nobody on it. I've just bounced from one rare to another to another to another. This is going to be the life hack in a few weeks' time when the zone like really quiets up. Finding those rares that is just got like population of like -1. Or just do this like in literally the middle of the night when nobody else is up. Okay, what were we actually doing? Tiny, expensive, and deadly, whatever that means. Oh, that's the pet battle. Sure. Whoa, no, relax. It really hurts my brain though doing these like little 20-minute blasts on each character because in my head it feels really not an optimal way of doing things because I'm not finishing anything, right? Like the way I've usually played my characters is if I play ults in a zone, for example, I will pick an ult and I will spend a couple of hours on that ult doing everything I need to do for that week on that ult. But because my main focus is killing rares, and in the first 20 minutes you have all of the rares available and you can probably kill 5 to 10 rares in that 20-minute blast, that's the most optimal 20 minutes of the day for each character for killing rares. So until I've gone through all of my characters once, it's technically the best use of my time from a goal making perspective, even though I desperately want to like tick all of these other boxes and get other stuff done. It's a it's an OCD nightmare leaving all these things half finished. This is why, like, I'm doing the world quests rather than the weekly quests, because in a few days' time the world quests have disappeared, for example. And for while I can still obtain rep from them, I might as well do them as a higher priority than stuff that I can just tinker with all week. Hamid, I have to say, if you're still using this voice-to-text software thing, it makes it incredibly difficult to figure out what in the world it's saying. I appreciate the chatter, but I am sometimes completely lost with what you're trying to say. I sometimes have to read between the lines. I would point out that Trade Skill Master doesn't do a great job of tracking sales. Like, it's been buggy since the beginning of the expansion. So much so that I don't really rely on it anymore, unfortunately. If you install an add-on like Journalator, Journalator can do a very similar thing. Tracking all of your incomings and outgoings. It's not as graphically pretty as TSM, nor does it export automatically to a fancy website or anything, but it's it does make tracking things a bit easier. Jesus, this character's on 17 minutes already. Flipping Nora. Where's the race? Oh, Chief found. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Oh, I need to hold adrift for a few more seconds.
We're gonna need cash if we want to keep this operation running. Go get a paper route or something.
Oh, somebody's killing him. See you later, trash pile. You can wait.
You will never believe the kind of chemicals people throw away. Get into that junk and cook up some free potions.
Problem English is not my first language, and being dyslexic makes it double hard to spell the words right. Plus shitty grammar. Honestly, I get it. I get it. Probably 80% of people in chat don't have English as their first language. I will always do my best to try and figure out what's going on. But sometimes, you know, I do have to try and read between the lines. I also can't. English is my first language, and I can't spell to save my life, so I get it. I get it. Cannot spell to save my life. Slugger. Is that this dude? There's a ret paladin going bananas. Hopefully he's pretty geared. It looks like he might be. Oh, somebody killing the world boss. The lag is all of a sudden gone wild. Okay, we've hit 20 minutes as well. Nice. Okay. Progress. Oh, God. Can't quit while ahead. Can't quit with a rare up. Oh, no, you're dead. It's fine. Maybe we can. Right, boys and girls, I know I haven't been streaming for that long. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. I'm going to take my dog for a quick pee and probably take her over to the main house because I think she misses her four-legged friend, and she's listening to me. She's listening to me. So give me a couple of minutes. Give me a couple of minutes, and we'll pump another couple of characters. See how far we can get. See if we can. If I get 4 Mechanicas today, would be real spicy. 4 would be real cool. Give me 2 minutes. Oh my lord! It's winter again outside. It's all of a sudden turned into winter. Woo! There's like 2 inches of snow outside. I don't know what's happened. Oh, flipping hell. Good day to sit inside and play some video games. Holy. Hi. Tell me, how we doing? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Oh, right, let's check this dude's vault out. Not that the vaults on these characters have anything special in them, but, you know, a free piece of gear is a free piece of gear. When I'm running around in 600 item level gear on these alts, anything is better than nothing. 623 helm or 623 trinket. Weirdly, that's probably the biggest upgrade, isn't it? Or is plus 600 agility, plus like 1500 agility. Weird. I don't know, whatever, we'll take that one. My trinkets are trashed here at the moment, so the bigger of the upgrades. We're not doing anything particularly fancy with gear on these tunes. Just really just pumping item level, to be honest. Pumping item level. We'll get another cheeky, relatively easy pinnacle and cash from this.
May you walk in the light. Bring Beladar's warmth to those in need.
And there's the potential that I look at doing like a single delve on each character, just to like pad the vault a little bit on these alts. Although, to be fair, give it a week or two with a few Valor Stones and all of that sort of business, it won't make a blind bit of difference, will it? Right, let's grab some weekly quest stuff. Let's talk to you, tell you to skip the campaign now. So that's all skipped. We can do story mode to get our cresty business.
Thanks for stopping by.
Grab the weekly quests so we got them.
Find better. Come back for more. I'll be waiting. Thanks for stopping by.
Grab a checklist. Or do I already have one? Oh, I do already have one. Already got a checklist for this week. Need to remember to actually properly finish those this week. Dance with you. Didn't want to dance.
What's the damage?
Tickle you.
At your service.
Why does nobody want to dance? You'll dance, won't you? Nobody flipping wants to dance.
Interesting.
I need to macro this dance.
Yeah?
Right, you're dancing. Cool. What about you? Oh, garbage boy. Oh, flipping hell. I've not even assigned a boost on this dude. Big slack.
Those chuckleheads
Big slack.
imitate my work. Show 'em what's what. We're gonna need cash if we want
Chief Foreman Gusto. I will swell if we're quick. Can we only do one checklist a week? No. There is ways to do more. There is an item you can farm up that will allow you to turn more in. You need like 40 of this collectible item to turn them in for another checklist for the week. Alts, though, is your saving grace if you want to do more checklist stuff. Oh, wait, hang on. There we go. I don't have one on hand to show you what they're called, or can I remember exactly what they are called. But there is an item. I was looking at it earlier on stream. The easy answer is not easily, certainly not very spammably. Spammably a word? I've made it a word. But it is possible to end up doing more than one a week. You're just never going to do more than like a couple without some serious effort, though. Junk wall. Were you able to turn in multiples last week? No. Although this morning I was able to turn the checklist in for rep. Yet somebody also in the Steam Weedle cartel said that they couldn't. So it seems like a little bit glitched or buggy, or there's some further requirements that I haven't figured out in order to be able to do it. Who are you? You're a warrior. Let's just go. My pet can tank. You can't tank that much. Please, go on. Don't stand there like a mug. Do shit. You're a protection warrior. My pet ain't got this. Alright, we have more friends. It's fine. Yeah, this evening everything's a little bit frantic, but tomorrow we'll be able to take things a little bit more chill. This evening is all about getting these characters logged on for the first time this week. You know, getting all of the quests in order and that sort of stuff. There's a bit of like, should we call it admin to deal with for this first 20-minute blast on each tune. But tomorrow we'll be able to like chill out a little bit more and focus a little bit more on what we're doing. Whilst simultaneously killing as many rares and opening as many dumpsters as we can humanly get our hands on, and grinding as much rare as we possibly can. And hopefully, it will lead us to riches. If we can sell that goddamn mount, it will already be leading us to riches. Did you not like the look of that dude? I'm guessing you didn't like the look of that dude. We can try again. I think that's that same warrior, isn't it? Oh, student died. Rip student. Weirdly, I kind of hope that we don't get much done. on each of these characters. Not getting much done on each character means that we've killed lots of rares. That's still the dream. Got to get this list as small as possible every day. Admittedly, we've got the week to clear the top bit, but the bottom bit should go every day, given the choice. Are these dance widths? There you go. Do some boogieing. Doing some boogieing, you're doing some boogieing.
What's cooking?
Oh, no, hang on. I forget we can spawn you this week, can't we?
Well, well, well.
This should bring all this milkshake should bring all the boys to the yard. So let's see if you want to do some dancing. Right, we need to get kicked out the Galagio. Kicked out the Galagio and hold adrift for 10 seconds, or hold some more drift.
One
And another rare.
tragic oil spill is another's marketing opportunity. So get in there and clean up with our patented cleaning products.
I am heavily contemplating the option of setting up or reinvigorating 2 of my alt accounts, which have got a handful of level 70s on them, in order to drag them into the Undermine for some bonus kills on, you know, group up 3 characters, load them in 1 car, drive them around. I'm kind of thinking that that could very quickly and very easily triple my potential rare kills per day, which will help massively. And since I already have the level 70s, it feels like not a terribly difficult thing to set up. Right, I was hoping this would be more than 50%. Maybe I might have to lend a hand. We need to pick up the small fellas. Do we pick up the small fellas?
Need a solution? I'll shake that right up.
One thing I do need to do in Silver Dragon is turn off this guild thingy. Because it's lovely when I see guild members find rares, but it's not totally useful unless I start pestering them for invites. Sync. Guild sync.
What's cooking? Always read the label.
How'd you get level 70s into the Undermine? Summon them in, because the teleport and Dornogle only works for 80s. Yeah, probably. I hadn't really considered that in much detail, but yeah, probably. Once they're here, they don't need to leave. They just need to sit in the back of the car and look pretty whilst my main kills the rares. Is my assumption on how this would work. I don't even technically know if they need to tag. Oh my god, the dude's up. I'm not even, yeah, I'm not even entirely sure if they actually need to tag. But this is a This is clearly a method that is going to hyper benefit those that have multiple accounts and high level characters on multiple accounts. Just purely because it's a numbers game. It's he who kills the most rares every day wins, or he who kills the most rares every day ends up with the most mechanicas overall. It's not really necessarily about winning, it's just more about improving your output relative to effort input.
Got a special recipe.
Oh, I remember this world quest. This was a pain in the ass. Oh, Pet is doing pet things, just not very well.
And good riddance. There's only
Well,
one
I completed a world quest though.
potion maker in this town. What's in the mix?
Tried today. Only one character needs to tag, and every party member can loot. Yeah, see that says it all. That says load 3 people in the car, because it's a 3-person mount technically. Load 3 you and 2 alts. Load them all in the car, party them up, drive around, kill rares. That feels like maybe not as effective as doing it as a full 5-man team, but it definitely feels more effective than doing it solo.
You'll never believe the kind of chemicals people throw away.
I mean, it's an instant 3 times optimization, really, without technically any more effort. It does mean that your mains are then going to need to have the flexibility to actually to solo the rares, though, because those level 70s aren't going to be helping. You might get the luxury of General Joe public helping out, but you don't want to really rely on that, not long term. This is why getting my alts a little bit of gear might not be a terrible idea. I think I've got 6 level 70s on about 4 or 5 different accounts from MOP remix days, which haven't really been utilised for much of anything right now. But insta-tripling the rare kills per day would greatly improve the output, I reckon. That said, my single account setup is starting to sort of weave its way into feeling kind of optimal without being too grindy. Nice varied amount of different playstyles as well. I do some world quests one day, I do some weekly quests another day, I focus on dumpster farming another day. It's kind of quite varied. If every single day was load 3 dudes in a car and just camp rares, I think I might die of insanity pretty quick, even if it is more optimal. But, you know, if for whilst these mounts and pets are still worth big bucks, it might be worth doing something a little bit more grindy. When the prices come down naturally over time, which they may or may not even do, to be honest, with how flipping difficult these things are to get. I'm getting like real Progenitor Essentia vibes from these things, you know, with how few of them you're able to get. I'm getting real Pog Essence vibes out of these. Oh, didn't get any rep for killing him. Interesting. Flipping out, we're on 18 minutes already. Time flies when you're killing rares. And more importantly, a bit of gear on these dudes will not only allow me to be able to solo these rares, it'll help me kill the damn things a bit faster as well. I shouldn't really have to get too much gear. I mean, the 7 or 10 or so, however many it is, dailies, I can pretty much solo every one of those. They're not a problem. It's more the weekly ones that have a bit more juice about them.
Ooh, I got solutions. It's all coming together. I got a free hand. It's all coming together.
Need a solution?
I got a free hand.
How many papers is that? 7. Oh, where you going, pet? Oh Lord, what have I done? So yeah, I might look into seeing if booting up a couple of accounts might help. I don't really have much set up for like multi-box things. It's been like years since I've done any like true multi-boxing properly. Mostly because there's been such a stigma about it over the years. I've kind of mostly ignored it.
What's in the mix?
Flyboy Snooty. Do we reckon we can get all the way over to Flyboy Snooty fast enough? Let me kill one more, hand out one more newspaper, and then we'll blast up there and see. Probably the last. Oh god, it's already the last thing we need to do on this dude.
Nice! Good work selling those papers, kid.
Okay, let me go via the drive place, because for some reason I don't have a boost button on this dude yet. Must have forgotten to select one. Speak to you, give me a boost button. Let me... Is Flyboy still on the map? He is technically on the map. I'll spend an extra minute or two if we can get this weekly kill done. Didn't do the world boss on this dude by the looks of things either.
One goblin's tragic oil spill is another's marketing opportunity. So get in there and clean up
This
with
little
our
trip might be in
patented
vain. There's nobody else here to help me. Alright, we'll come back to... ooh, hello. Oh no, hang on. Famous last words. Speak of the devil. Paladin going ham. Love to see it. I don't know how this dude's doing 1,000,000 DPS with 610 gear. My BM hunters don't usually do 1,000,000 sustained DPS. I don't know what's quite going on there. Don't know how many hacks I've got enabled for that to happen, but we'll take it. Right, let's turn this dude off. Any quests to actually hand in? Oh, get kicked out of the Galagio. That's a free piece of gear. Let me just quickly do that one. This is what I've got to stop doing. I got to stop, like, oh, let me just quickly finish this kind of stuff, because that takes so much of your time up that you don't even realise. An extra 5 minutes on each character is literally... the whole thing takes me 25% longer. But see a rare, kill it, especially a weekly one. Is the rule I do still live by. This dude is a I need help. Oh, hello, hello. Who are you? Frost Mage. Let's go. Frost Mage is slap. Ones with gear at least, anyway. Okay, you got ruined. Oh my god. Can't move for rares.
We've loaded up this shredder with our newest anti-antifreeze. Tested out by
Anti-antifreeze. Oh, flip. Stop pulling everybody. Oh, Res, pet's dead. Ooh, dear. Okay, right, let's turn World Soul Undermine Explorer in. Yo, to be fair, we've annihilated that list in the first 20 minutes. I'm happy with that. Admittedly, it's been more like 25 minutes, not 20, but...
We cannot hide from evil. Don't word of your triumph has already spoken.
Go on, be something useful.
Thank you.
Scroll of Momentum. Harmful attacks and abilities have a high chance to build momentum, granting 2% bonus movement speed per stack. At 5 stacks, you reach full momentum, increasing your movement speed bonus to 20% for 10 seconds. While at full momentum, your attacks hit the target at high velocity, dealing an extra 40k nature damage, scaling up with your current movement speed. That sounds like the most outrageous, crazy dungeon farm trinket, but oh, it's a 10% bonus movement speed and then an extra 20. That's a 30% movement speed bonus. See you later, Dark Moon deck, I suppose. This dude's bags are pretty atrocious, but we'll worry about that next time. Oh god, I've accidentally seen another rare. That wasn't the plan. But it's a weekly.
Anti-antifreeze. Tested out by icing down a few things.
Is he actually on or is he dead? Oh, he's dead. Flip. Ooh, they're cash monies. They are cash monies. Sold a few of these for like 30k the other day. Don't know why. Do they look particularly fancy? I mean, it's a cape. Is it unique appearance? It's not even unique appearance. Did I do the whole... No, I didn't. Oh, no, shit, that's not what I need to do. Log off. Just got undercut on one of the mechanic amounts for 1.5 mil. Not sure I'm willing to give up on that amount of money so early. The reality is until there's at least 40, 50 of them, just move it to another server. Like, the reality is we've seen less than 10 of each of these mounts turn up in the entire region in the first 2 weeks of this patch. Like, there's really no reason to get in any sort of undercut battle. Just move it to a different server. That said, there's obviously people that, having put in that much time and effort, will get very itchy for a sale. From what I've seen so far, any that's been listed around 5 mil has literally just been instant bought by somebody. 7 mil, it might take you a couple of days to sell it, but I still think there are people posting them at 10 mil that have probably bought them off somebody else for 5 mil, knowing the complexity and the difficulty at getting them. Because 5 to 7 mil is right in that bracket where somebody's just going to snap it up and flip it. You know, somebody that's got 100 mil doesn't care about spending 5 mil. You know, they'll play the waiting game. It's not a risk. You know, when you got 100 mil, the only way you end up doing bigger and better things is to spend 5 mil on something and double it to 10 mil, you know. Top tier, long time, big boy goblins are always looking for things like that. Looking for something that they can spend a bunch of capital on, that they can like double their money on. Is the impression I tend to get anyway. Not that I've ever really been in that position myself, but when you end up with silly money, you start looking for ways to spend it. And a 5 mil flip on a mount, sure, why not? Look at how many people have like bought and sold trading card ones. That flipping woolly rhino from the black market auction house, that thing often gets flipped. You know, somebody will pull it out of a box, sell it for $1 mil or $2 million by pulling it out of a box, black market box, or off the black market auction house. Somebody will buy it for like $1 mil, $1.5 million, $2 million, and then they'll sell it for like 4 or 5. It might take them 6 months to do it, but it doesn't matter, does it? That's the point. It really doesn't matter.
Conversation initiated. Glad you comply.
Why do some of these dudes have the ability to pick this up,
Dagwin and I have been working on.
but others don't? I haven't figured that out. What does this dude get in his vault? He could do with... he could do with anything. He'd be quite happy with anything. $623 braces, definitely an upgrade. Tier legs. Are they like raid? 623 is like raid finder or something, isn't it? It's probably not even raid finder. But who cares? It's tier legs. Tier legs, they can get upgraded. This is not a character that we particularly have any intention of gearing properly.
So many possibilities.
Honored to meet you.
It's a big stat slot as well.
Stay vigilant.
It is a world of wonders. In unity, find strength. Until next time, may we all find what we seek.
Oh, shit. Was I not meant to do that? Did I balls that up? Have I done that the wrong way round?
Skies call to me.
Oh, poo-poo boo-boo. Did I do that the wrong way round? I might have done that the wrong way round. Whoops.
Be true. Farewell.
Okay, I've just nuked half of my crests on this character. That's bad news. Whatever. Doing this, you know, leveling a whole bunch of hunters, I start, you know, I kind of feel like Echo or Limit or something like Method, one of the big guilds. People that will like level up 8 characters and they'll do the same thing on 8 characters just to like play the RNG lottery and then pick the character that comes out the best. Feels so weird. I'll save some points in case this dude gets a weapon. Or craft him a pew gun or something. Craft him a pew pew. Maybe I'll craft all of my hunters some pew pew guns. It's an easy craft. We'll do that next week when we've got a second spark.
And be heard.
Okay, right. We've wasted 3 minutes just tinkering. This dude doesn't have a boost button either.
What do you need? See you again.
Swig's actually up? No, Swig's is dead. Is Volt Strike actually up?
And absolutely no airflow. Perfect day for a race.
You are actually up.
One goblin's
Haven't done all my
tragic oil
basics,
spill is another's
but
marketing
this is
opportunity.
one that I'm not
So
going to
get in
miss the
there and
opportunity
clean
to
up with our
take.
patented cleaning products.
Pew. Let's just hop in the water. Yeah, touching on those mounts again, 5.5 mil is right in the category. Like, with everything that we see today, 5.5 mil is right within that category where it's a relatively safe flip. You know, if you buy it for 5 and then you sell it for 7 or 8, you are like easy money, right? Easy money. The only risk in like flipping them, because you also know full well how much time and effort it takes for somebody to get one of these things. The probability is that somebody could have just been playing this game pretty hard for a week or two, for 2 weeks, and have managed to get 25 to put one on the auction house, but then, you know, is probably not going to keep up by doing that multiple times. So the likelihood of them going out and getting another one is very, very slim. But I would say until there's at least a whole bunch of them. I mean, let's be real. We're at a like with how difficult they are to farm up. We're almost at a point where you're basically never gonna see. You know, they'll just get spread out. They'll get spread out. You might find a couple of them a couple of each one listed on the really big servers, and people might compete on them there. But generally speaking, you'll find that they'll just get spread out. People just take it and move it to another server, and there won't be really much undercutting competition, I don't think. Unless Blizzard steps in and changes something. That's the only thing that will break the, you know. But you can't strictly... It's usually not the best idea to, like, not do something because Blizzard might change something. You know, if you live with that sort of mindset, you'll never take any risks in this game. Right, let's go grab all of the basic weekly stuff that we need, because we kind of skipped that to go kill that rare. Such as, let's start with saying that we're going to skip the campaign.
Watch yourself.
Let's then take the quest to do kill the last boss.
Won't find better.
Grab the world quest, the weekly quest, sorry.
Thanks for stopping by. I'll be waiting. Won't find
Bonus
better.
valor stones,
Come back
bonus
for more.
crests, checklist. We get one thing for free just by picking a cartel. Yoink.
How you doing, pal?
We need to do some dancing. Anybody want to do some dancing? You want to do some dancing? Okay, plenty of dancing done.
The damage.
Tickle tops. Right, let's start going and doing some world quests then. I need a can. Sluggers up. Was that a can on the floor there? It was a can. Very curious where the price for the mount will land. It might seem that they aren't selling fast, but people might not know about them or not interested in playing the new patch and gear rather than buy mounts. The balancing point for them is going to be interesting to see. There's nobody here helping killing this, which is... Oh, no, I lied. There is somebody. Yeah, the balancing point between supply of them and the demand for them will be interesting. I am, with everything I know about how time-consuming they are to farm, and I equally know that within the first couple of weeks, there is the largest amount of people, without question, in the first couple of weeks playing these new zones. If we have seen so few of them after the first couple of weeks, it is a strong indication to me that we're never going to see just a mass exodus of them all of a sudden. The only thing we might find is if there's a point where people who are just semi-casually playing the zone, killing rares every day, grinding their renown, if individual characters get to the point where they magically have 25 of them, you might start seeing like a weird influx of them over a couple of week period. But I would still say that for most, that's probably, you know, that's a 2 months away sort of situation, even if you are just like, and that's even players that are like quite proactively playing the zone on a single character. I can't possibly see, when you think that it takes 25 Mechanicas to make each mount, I can't really ever see each mount being worth less than like 2.5 mil. 2.5 mil would mean each Mechanica is 100k. Now, it can take you... I've gone an entire day aggressively farming alts, farming rares on as many alts as I can and not seen a single one. So just think about from a comparison to like 10k an hour herbing and mining, right? If you do 10 hours of herbing and mining at 10k an hour, which nobody really wants to do, that's 100k. Can you safely say that a single Mechanica is always going to be worth 100k? I can't ever possibly see them being worth less than that with the sheer randomness of getting them. And the fact, something that will add significant more value to them overall, is the fact you basically can't do anything with them. They're worth nothing until you've got at least 5 of them. That's the thing, right? Even to make a pet, you need at least 5 of them before they're worth anything to you at all. Which is definitely something to consider. That they're just vendor trash until you've got 5 of them. And even then, does that mean that the cheapest 5 pet ones are going to be more competitive? Because people will be like, shit in hell, I've got like... I only got 4 of these in 4 weeks of playing. Oh, I got a 5th one. Oh, there's no way I'm trying to get 25 of them to get a mount. That's absolutely mental. I'll just buy this pet and try and sell this pet for whatever I can sell it for. Because it will still be a token's worth of gold, probably, to sell that pet. I genuinely think the only thing that's going to dramatically change the value of these is if Blizzard, you know, hikes up the drop rate of them. Which they could very well do. I mean, it's their game at the end of the day. They can do whatever the hell they want, but something about how they've carefully been distributed between rares, how they've carefully been, you know, assigned to dumpsters, and how they're also then going to be available in Paragon boxes, makes me strongly feel that Blizzard have kind of calculated how many they expect people to get and how frequently people should get them. I'm almost convinced they're going to be basically guaranteed from the Paragon boxes. That's where I think your average Joe player that just plays the game a lot and just gets, especially because people will be going for the Paragon boxes because they have mounts in them as well. Collectors will be back on that Paragon box grind, which is where you might see people start to stack them up. And then every, you know, if you get 1 guaranteed out of every Paragon box, every 25 boxes that somebody opens that they don't get the mounts that they're looking for, you know, they'll be able to get a mount that they can then sell. But we're talking like end of the expansion, next expansion kind of scenarios there. So I think we've got plenty of time to farm these up, sell a few. But, you know, milk it while it's available, I suppose. I am liking the amount of stuff in this expansion, though, that's starting to look relatively evergreen from a Goblin perspective, though. Because let's not forget that, like, most base level materials are pretty evergreen due to thaumaturgy and due to the engineering mount. Because never, ever, 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 ever has there been a crafted engineering mount, or a crafted mount in general, that hasn't held some value way past the length of the expansion. They've always been worth a little bit of something. Can we get this garbage? Are we fast enough on the garbage? Oh, we missed the tag on the garbage. We're going to miss the tag on Scrapbeak as well. With Scrapbeak dead. He's probably going to be... I can't see him. I think he's up there. Oh, he is alive. And a Voker? I weirdly don't see many of them anymore. Certainly not in the circles in which I play in. I'm sure they're quite prominent in other areas of the game still, but... If only the pummeler looked a little bit more unique and not almost identical to every other easier to get mount. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, look at the, you know... Most mounts that are crafted and can be sold, it doesn't really matter. Just the fact that you can put it on the auction house means that people who you know, there's always that influx of new players to the game. Those of which, you know, they play the game for a little bit. They're like, oh, I've made a bit of gold. What can I spend my gold on? Oh, let's go have a look in the auction house. Oh, look, there's a category that says mounts, right? There's an entire category that says mounts. Oh, let's have a little bit of a look what's in here then, shall we? Let's have a little bit of a looky. Oh, look, there's like, oh, these are cool. You know, just the fact that you can physically buy them means there'll always be some people that will be interested in them. I mean, your Vial of the Sands, your Great Sea Rays, Crimson Death Chargers, like all of these, they still sell. Some of them are not particularly unique. I do think that the crowd pummeler, though, was a bit of a bait by Blizzard. I feel... Don't tell Goldson. But I do kind of feel a little bit bad for those who did shell out some big bucks for that at the beginning of the expansion. Because at the beginning it was kind of unique. Other than the Sky Golem, using the same model as the Sky Golem, it was relatively unique at the beginning of the expansion. Yeah, Blizzard seemed to have taken the hue slider and moved it across a few inches about 20 times so far. So I do kind of see your point for the longevity of it. It's not going to look particularly unique anymore, but right, get this dude down. Get kicked out of the Galagio. That gives us another cheeky little pinnacle chest. Then we'll move on to the next dude. First 5 minutes at launch, I flew to the Ringing Deeps to secure the permit at the low price of 1 mil. Boy, did I regret that. I bought one on the very first day of the patch as well, didn't I? I can't remember what I ended up selling mine for. I think I did take a bit of a loss on it, but, you know, that was one of those where, as I mentioned, I think I probably ended up selling mine for like, I think I sold it for like 800,000-900,000 gold. I don't think I took really much of a loss on it, but it was, that's one of those gambles, right? It could have been that pilfering was an absolute no-go for getting permits. It could be that that NPC was going to get farmed for permits. Like, they could have ended up being 1,200, 13, 14, 15, 2 million apiece. It could have worked, you know. If you don't try, you don't know. What do we get? 626 back. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. One of the nice things is about this little farm for Mechanicas, though, is I'm in no rush to sell these things particularly. You need 113 of them to get one of every item. So one of each pet, one of each mount. I know it's going to take a long time to get 113 of them. I know that it's going to take so long to get 113 of them that I also categorically know there are many other people out there that are going to absolutely refuse to do it. I'm not in desperate need of the gold, which means I can kind of sit on them, and it'll be one of those things, it's just a nice big high ticket item thing that can be on the auction house, and on the day where it sells I'll go, oh, that was cool, we made a bunch of gold. It's not like I'm aggressively farming these instead of doing some other more traditional farming to be able to pay for my month of game time. You know, it's no it's really no biggie at the end of the day. If it takes 2 weeks or 6 months to sell them, I don't really mind. Right, what can we get this dude?
Can you believe those chuckleheads? Trying to get...
Another interruption.
Which quest was it? A 636 see, this is the problem. I'm never going to do 5 time walking dungeons on each of these alts. It's just never going to happen.
Follow me down to the archive and I'll show you what Dagrin and I...
Not unless I've got literally nothing else to be doing on them at all.
Our deeds give it strength.
Why do you have a quest on your head all of a sudden?
Inquiring minds just got to know.
Oh.
Travel safe.
Skip level up campaign, sure.
What are you waiting for? Let's go!
The truth is out there. Keep your eyes on the horizon. You'll find me wherever the action is.
I don't care about all of that. We're not going to be doing delves on these tunes. Need to know our limits on these alts. These are literally alts. Profession alts by day. Miscellaneous Mechanica alts by night. A pair of pants. It's a big ticket item we can easily upgrade. Big ticket item that's relatively safe to upgrade.
So many possibilities.
Collect a bunch of Valor Stones. Alright, we've done that. How have we not done that? Upgrade a piece of equipment with Valor Stones.
We have slept long enough. It is a world of wonders.
Acquire 15 weathered crests. Yeah, sure. Done that. Crest transmutation. Bring 15 carved crests and then trade it for a pouch of weathered. We get the carved ones back after doing it. Yeah, that's the trick, isn't it?
Be bold. Be true. Until next time.
What do you seek?
wang this all the way up to top. Why the hell not? Any other goodies? We can just blitz. Veteran gear, I think, is kind of in the category of just blitz it. Maybe not shoulders. Ah, heck, whatever. How many of these we got? Loads of the damn things. Full sending it, Zanzibar style. Welcome in, Tammy. Good evening, good evening. Oh, what have we run out of? Valor stones. Oh, need to farm harder. Alright, fine. Just remember to put those on. Good evening, good evenings. Right, we've wasted 3 minutes again, but for the greater good, for a few item levels.
Can you believe those suckleheads trying to imitate
Righty.
Show 'em what's what.
Do rares in a minute. Boost button. Boost button. If you noticed how I'm trying to be somewhat religious in doing the basics, trying to desperately remember to get some sort of uniformity across the tunes so we don't miss or forget little things. Right. Yeah. Can I stand here and dance? People gonna come dance? Rares to kill. Time for dancing later. VV is significantly harder to find. Oh, and a candy pool too. Love that shit. Yes, now we're cooking. 2 rares in 1. Wombos. Been watching the VODs as best as I can. Did I sell the mount yet? It's listed, it's not sold. It's listed. I'm still the only one with one. It's not sold though. At least on my realm. Every day we are starting to see slightly more of them appear now though. But I'm already noticing that as quick as they seem to be turning up, they seem to be disappearing as well. So I'm not sure if it's players retesting different prices, moving it across different servers. It's a little hard to tell how many of them actually exist because of that. And of course, website data is always a little bit slow.
Yeah?
Oh, what might... No. We're not pulling you. Calm down. Annoyingly do need to wait for somebody on this. With my pathetics gear. Like the dating scene in the 90s. Do you want to dance? No. Okay, rares to kill. See you later. Do you want to dance? No. Lesbian. Move on. Yep.
Welcome to the best place ever.
Come on. Somebody's got to be interested in nuking this dude.
What's the news?
Come on, pin you up against a wall. Surely you must want to dance. Surely you want to dance. No. Some people just don't want to dance. Alright, well, we'll hang in the area a little bit, do the world quest out here. Then maybe if we spot some movement, some activity. This reminded me, actually, I need to speak to Zan. I need to see how he's doing. Not spoke to him for a while. He's, I wonder if he's even playing 11.1.
All right.
You don't want to dance.
How you doing, pal?
Why does nobody want to dance? Boston moves and everything.
Need some help?
No, clearly my boogie woogie is not good enough. Nobody wants to kill this dude either. What is this dead game? What's going on? I see him on early mornings, like 5 to 6 a.m. Tower and Mill server, same time as I'm on. Well, he's always been an early bird. He's always said that, like, he's a big time early bird.
Need a solution? What's cooking? Shaking, not
How you doing, pal?
Still nobody over there. Tempted to play. It's difficult to figure out who I'm meant to be saying, "Oi, are you a..." I need somebody else to dance with me. No streaming though, so I don't disturb. It's not uncommon for Zan to take a relatively lengthy break. He did at the end of the Dragonflight, relatively lengthy break. Accuse you of doing something. How many people we got to accuse? One more?
And good riddance. There's only one genuine noggin fogger potion maker in this town.
Okay, clearly nobody wants to nuke this dude. Which is fine, we'll come back to it. Hey, I know how we can summon the peeps. This milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Yes. Watch people flood in. Watch people flood in. Oh, wait. Whew. Is that a can on the floor as well? Bonk. Right, we'll have plenty of action going on down there in a minute. Let's do a race. Oh, Nitro. Go on then. Nitro's never up for more than 4 seconds. What's going on? Am I on like some empty shard? I must be. He's got a platform, so if he wants company, he knows where to go. He's been putting a lot of focus into WoW for a long time, though. He might have just decided it's time for a change, you know? It happens from time to time. It's also entirely possible. Nobody plays this game forever. As much as people like to think, nobody ever quits this game. At the same time, nobody also plays it forever. Right, I absolutely thought that this would bring loads of people down to this end of the zone, so I must be on some absolutely dead dodo shard with nobody else on it, which could be why nobody wants to kill that rare. But that also somewhat means if I go do a little bit of a zoom around some of the other rares that I can solo, there becomes a strong chance that they're just up waiting for me. We were on a break. Right, Ross, calm down.
You will never believe the kind of chemicals people throw away. Get into that junk and cook up some free potions.
Okay, no scrap beak. No scrap beak. I think I'm on some absolute desolate shard though. Last week I was often jumping in the scrap groups, as that would mean there was at least like 20-30 other people on the shard at all times. But even those are starting to thin out now, as everybody's got their mount. There's a little bit of there was a little bit of a resurgence in the scrap groups over the weekend as people were using them to farm up the Dark Fuse. Is it called Dark Fuse? The Dark Fuse rep. But once again, that's got a finite timeline to it. Right, it says he's up again. My rare scanner is kindly reminding me that I might not have killed it last time. Do I want to try again? Still there. Still nobody else here either. Right, this has not been a very productive few minutes. Oh, although we've attracted some people to this event. Maybe we can cross-pollinate.
We're gonna need cash if we want to keep this operation running. Go get a paper route or something.
What renown are we at now? Are we at 18? 18. Less than 5k rep to go. The end is near. $19's probably not going to be too difficult, because if they fixed the rep from Bountifuls this week, that's like an easy 1250.
Need a solution?
The final chapter of the campaign also has about 500 in it as well. Plus a few world quests here and there. 19 shouldn't be too difficult. 20 is one of those things where I could probably technically, if I really wanted to, get it done this week. But can I be bothered? We'll see. We'll see. 16 realistically was the last thing that provides any sort of like actual real goblin stuff. So if we don't, you know, there's technically no rush. It's just one of those, like, I've been pumping it since day one, so why stop? It's one of those that I kind of feel like I should just keep, you know, just finish the job sort of thing. Is the rare rep grind cumulative on the account? No, not the rares. World quests. World quests in the Undermine are cumulative. So you can do those on alts if you want to like push a little bit further. Obviously there's still a finite number of world quests, so. And with me running through the zone every day on my ults to kill the rares anyway, I was just like, well, let's just, you know, chip away at the world quests as we do it. And it's, you know, it's 50 with the contract, it's 15 rep here, it's 15 rep there. You know, adds up over time. When does Skater Boy launch? New Tony Hawk's game. It's June, isn't it? I think it's June. That reminds me, I need to buy a few tokens, get that pre-ordered. You know, smash the pants off that game, whether it's good or not. The nostalgia kick of Tony Hawk's 3. Yes, please, I'll have that. Love me a little remake of Tony Hawk's 3. Alright, 8%, 6%. This dude's nearly done. We've done nowhere near as well killing rares on this character. In fact, I don't think I've killed a single weekly rare. I mean, this will be the first, but this is one I summoned. I've been on a pretty dead shard this 20 minutes. Never seen or played it, so curious. I'm going to be honest, it's probably not going to be a very good game. It's a real cash grab of nostalgia. Oh, a gun. A gun. Now, questions, because there's many of my alts that could do with one of these. Well, I guess you get the privilege. It dropped for you. You might as well have it. Okay, Chief Foreman. If there's somebody up there tagging it, we'll kill it. If not, we move on to the next dude. I don't think I'm going to get through all of my characters today. It's already nearly 11 PM. I should have started this whole process much earlier. We spent all of the stream this morning on my main character, which was, in hindsight, probably a bit of a mistake, but let's give it a minute, see if anybody turns up here. This shard has been pretty quiet, though. Nah, screw it. We'll move to next character. Yeah, I don't suspect that the Tony Hawk's game will really be that great. But if you played Tony Hawk's 3 or maybe 4 way back in the day, nostalgia might be enough. Alright, let's get kicked out the Galagio real fast. Bonk. Let's go tickle Pax Top Skimmer. And let's go get our freebie little bit of gear.
What's shaking, pal?
Tony Hawk's though is another one of those games where it's going to feel really like you're going to have to play that on a controller. It's not a game you play on mouse and keyboard. Which also kind of means that it'd be better off on like a console.
I will see you through the shadow. If you are lost in darkness, word of your triumphs has already spread. Thank you.
Take a ring. Gallywix has dropped its mount 2nd week in a row. Holy! Your guild needs to relax. Buy some lottery tickets. One, two, three. Penny Silvers is technically tune number 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I've got 9, do I? Not 8. Alright, well, one last character. And then that might be done for the day. I've played this game already too much today. And there's many more days to go. Pixels, pixels, slideshow mode. I'm also stupidly sat here in jeans. Jeans are not the attire to be sat at the computer in. I had to go to the store earlier, so I put jeans on, but I regret it. I should have put sweatpants back on. True gamers live in sweatpants.
You comply. Follow me down to the archive, and I'll show you what Dagrin and I have been working on.
Give myself a blood clot or something stupid.
Song? Our deeds give it strength.
So if Gallywix dropped his mount 2nd week in a row then, how come you don't have the mount twice? Put your foot down. Why am I in the war bank? No. Vault. Vault. Oh yeah, vault's at the back. Or yoga pants, just saying. I could pull off yoga pants. Well, that's an upgrade. Both upgrades. More stats on legs. Pull off a sin remove. Cheeky. At least buy me dinner first.
We are united in purpose.
I offer you my aid.
The skies call to me. In unity, find strength. Until next time, be bold, be true.
Pouch of weathered crests.
A world of wonders. Farewell. In unity.
It really gripes me that they make you do the downgrade to teach you that it exists. Feels wrong. Oh, this dude has a rifle.
Honored to meet you.
You get first dibs on upgrades. You get second dibs on upgrades. Oh, you ain't going very far. Why aren't you going very far? Oh, Valor Stones.
Go carefully.
That'll do. Let's not forget to put them on though. Oh! I didn't start a timer. Whoops. Hello, cheeky box. Had to reinstall Craft Sim, TSM, all that jazz. Now for some reason I can't get a recipe scan for cooking. It's been a while since I did anything with cooking, but it doesn't even run. I've seen a few people say that Craft Sim doesn't work with cooking. I'm not entirely sure why, nor am I actually totally convinced the dev of Craft Sim is particularly playing the game right now. He's surprisingly quiet. But yeah, the TLDRs, I've seen a few people say it don't work.
I'll be waiting. Won't find better. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be waiting. Won't find better. Thanks for stopping by. Come back for more.
Interesting. Well, well, well. See you around.
What now? Bilgewater is on the job. Yep, looks like we've got work to do.
Oh, hang on. Chat list. In fact, apparently, if I dance here, dancing here is likely to snag the 3 people we need to dance with. Have I got a chat list? Negative. Let's grab one. Okay, done some dancing. Let's go kill the chief. Oh, not got a zoom button on this dude either. I've never bothered to get the zoom buttons on half of these characters.
Cash if we want to keep this operation running. Go get a paper route or something.
Yeah, these are going to get more difficult to kill, aren't they? The easiest way to get this dude killed, actually, is to join a scrap group, and when this scrap is up, and he's up as well, you can usually just convince somebody to kill it with you. Flamingos? No flamingos. Yeah, nobody ever seems to want to kill that dude. I don't really know why. Wait, hang on, what are these? Oh, ha! Discarded cans. They show up on the map because they're a quest item. Right, well, as we're here, we'll get kicked out of the Galagio. Bonk.
One goblin's tragic oil spill is another's marketing opportunity. So get in there and clean up with our patented cleaning products.
Dim lighting and absolutely no airflow. Perfect day for a race.
There we go.
What's the damage? Time's a waste.
Right, race time. No, there's a dumpster.
Wow! You ever think about doing this professionally?
Doing this professionally? I thought I already did. Well, the word professional is questionable, but... Did I? Yeah. Slugger's up too. You know what we haven't had? Is a Mechanica for a while. We had one right at the beginning of the stream. It doesn't actually feel those if we've killed that many rares or done any dumpsters particularly. Because we spent most of our time just getting like weekly maintenance, like admin out of the way. Oh, is somebody about to go kill Slugger? He's another one that's just ever so slightly annoying to kill solo. Unless obviously you're geared to the teeth. Oh, pet died. That's why, you see. Somehow he like nearly one-shots my pet. The earlier in the week we can get these big weekly rares killed as well, the easier it will be. I found like towards the end of last week it was a slog to try and get any of these weekly rares killed that I hadn't for the week. Because for the aforementioned reason that all of a sudden nobody's really in the zone. And this problem's only going to get more apparent as the weeks go on. So it's kind of crucial I get some gear on these alts. Hopefully just enough so that they're somewhat self-sufficient. Heck, or just learn how to play the game properly. That's another option.
It worked! Great! Our pragmatic corporate philanthropy will be great for our brand recognition.
Dumpster was still here. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, don't get dismounted. Where have you gone? I'm kind of glad that they didn't put all of the rares on like a fixed rotation timer sort of thing. Because that would have meant that it was, you know, if this rare is up at this time every hour, it would have, I don't like when they do that. But what I do think they probably should have done is put a like 20-second immunity on each rare spawning to let people get there, because considering most people are going to get to the point where they can solo these rares, you're already finding players that just absolutely blitz them within seconds. Vivi's the worst for that. She's got like 4 million health, which is like 2 global cooldowns for a paladin. It's like they just die. And it's going to be problematic that if you're literally not there the second they spawn, it's just GG. Wait, there's nobody killing the world boss. What's going on?
Hey, you! We got a mech that's out of control here. Could use a few hands to shut it down. You in?
Right, we'll stay close to the entrance, because then that means when we die, not if we die, but when we die, we've got less of a run back. Always thinking. Big brain, that. Stick near the graveyard. Easy run back. trying to do any form of like rotation with the world boss is kind of pointless though, because you can mash a button and nothing happens for about 4 seconds. It feels like playing from Africa. Got that Australian ping, you know. Tell you what, we ain't died yet. I know that's famous last words, but it's somewhat surprising. My repair bill might be safe for another day. Boom! World first! Sal's up apparently, let's give that a go. One of the hardest things about transitioning from working from home to going to the office has definitely been letting go of micromanaging my WoW account. All my alts are in free fall, I simply don't have the time. On the upside, once I embraced that, it was kind of a bit of a relief, so happy or sad at the same time. Pretty sure I've seen all that I'm missing. Now I'm just here for the fun, nothing left to prove. We were talking about this a little bit the other day, where it's like you get World of Warcraft has this absolutely incredible ability to keep you on a treadmill, keep you hooked in, keep you engaged, and it gets to the point where you're just doing shit in the game and you don't even realize or think why you're doing it. You're just doing it because you're playing the game. This is why I try, especially more so these days, now that I'm in the fortunate position to basically do this as a job. Even though I try very, very difficult, I try very much so to fight the power to actually treat it like a job, because I know how I deal with it. I know how I deal with like job related stuff. I'd formalize the whole thing and I'd be like, right, well, I need a daily video every day and we must stream I'd nuke my sanity into the ground if I actually treated it like a job. But World of Warcraft has this ability to like just trap you, lock you in. And I try to make sure that I take reasonable breaks from time to time from the game. Like, for example, we went and played Satisfactory for the best part of a month and just, for the most part, switched off WoW brain completely. And it kind of means that you enjoy it more when you come back. And you realise that a lot of the monotony, the repetitiveness, the treadmill in the game isn't really needed. It's just busy work. Plus, add-ons like all the things don't help, because they put front and center. All of this stuff you could be doing. Look at all these things you don't have. How about you go out and get them? Which, you know, is great if you really are bored and have got nothing else to do. But more often than not, you probably do have many other things to do. But because you just play WoW every day, you just continue to play WoW every day. A lifestyle change, like going from working from home to office work, will definitely solidify the play style of that you play and do the things that are fun and not the things that are not fun. A lot of people, for example, have been really confused why I'm not really playing with professions much in this patch, even though I spent all of Season 1 like focused on leveling up professions. And it's mostly for that exact reason, that there's gold to be made in the professions, but I feel like I've done it. I feel like I'm on the treadmill with professions. It's simply a case of like, run some numbers, see which is the thing that gives me a 2% margin, AFK craft a bunch of it, and then put it on the auction house. Like, it works. It's a system that works, but it's not overly interesting. I genuinely didn't think that there'd be more than a couple of weeks of play for me in this patch. But it turns out that these flipping miscellaneous mechanicas and the way that this this patch zone is put together, there's quite a nice little gameplay loop to actually go out, play the game, do some stuff in it, get some gear, play with your alts, whilst all slowly but surely chipping away at like some basic goal making, if nothing else. So it like at least scratches the itch still, which has led me to have quite a lot of fun so far this patch, which was unexpected, honestly.
Dark Fuse is sending their best to
I
try and
was
make trouble for us.
I was half prepared for blasting this patch for 2 weeks and then going back and playing Satisfactory. I was pretty ready for that. You went hard for the mounts though, since I'm renowned 6 currently. Yeah, I've pushed my personal grind limits a little bit this patch. Oh, that's only 2. But I would say I've had a reasonable amount of fun doing it so far, so. So I play vicariously through you. This is a big part of streaming in general. You think about some of your top streamers out there, like the big guys who are like your Shrouds, for example, people that are just on another level when it comes to like ability to play the game. As much as he's memed on, even somebody like XQC, people kind of forget that XQC was a world-class Overwatch player. Sure, he turned into a bit of a React Andy and is a bit of a meme in that regards these days, but like his glow up was by being one of the best in the world at Overwatch. So like, you know, these sorts of players, it's very easy to like live vicariously through those streamers, and I understand why they're popular. People watch Shroud because he can click heads like literally nobody else on this planet. And I did the same with Factorio, actually. A game that I absolutely love. One of my favourite games of all time, without question, is Factorio. But when the new expansion came out, I realised that it's going to take me 250 hours to play this game the way I want to play this game. And I don't have 250 hours spare to devote to this game right here, right now. So instead, I just watched somebody's Let's Play on YouTube. And I sort of lived it that way. Means I got my fix. I got my fix of Factorio without actually playing it myself. Oh, stupid pet died. It is a goblin patch after all. In a way, I think it's a sleeper build of a goblin patch. I really do. There was so much... I mean, I'm partly to blame for this, right? There was so much negativity towards the patch from the fact that there was fucking nothing going on with the professions. Absolutely nothing going on with the professions, and it kind of like painted a bit of a... I and many others who maybe didn't do enough PTR testing painted quite a negative picture of this patch. Yet the intricacies of how it all ties together is quite cool. You know, all of the little activities you can do in this zone, whichever little activity you choose to do, whether it be killing rares or whether it be like doing scrap piles or whether it be farming dark fuse rep, or whether it be pushing renown, there's every little one of those aspects has some tie-in to something that's goal making, whether it be collecting some, you know, ultimately it's collecting a lot of pets and mounts that can go on the auction house, but there's even dumpsters. You fly around and pick up dumpsters. There's 603 transmog in the dumpsters that is A, pretty good right now for characters that just want a bit of catch-up gear from the auction house, but B, it's long tail transmog because the appearances are really cool on it as well. So there's some layers to it. There's layers to it that nobody really properly spotted via PTR testing. Now, admittedly, I gave up with PTR testing a touch quicker than I probably should have done. All the real goodies, the layers were layered up from like renowned 13 through to 16. 11 was where it really started to get interesting, because you could get gunk covered scrap thingies, which would massively increase your yield from doing scrapping, give you a much better chance of getting pets out of that. 13, it started to get really interesting because you unlocked the dumpsters and in turn unlocked the transmog and the catch-up gear, which you can sell on the auction house. Plus, this was source number 2 for the miscellaneous mechanica. Then at 16, you've got your final upgrade to your cola collectors, meaning that you can not only benefit yourself, but others around you to like really make sure you hit 500 scrap every time and get your Galagio spawns nice and fast. And of course, the knowledge books. So there's a few extra layers to this that weren't really that testable particularly, but have proved to be quite cool. And we've got the noggin fogger thing again. I've been informed that this is a bit of a meme trinket, but it's annoying that it's just, well, in fact, it's item level, but it's not better than what we've got, is it? Because it doesn't have main stat on it. And I doubt that little pirate's going to do much for me. And I need as much main stat as I can get on these alts, because I'm weak sauce. Alright, this dude mostly done. We went a few minutes over, but we got a bunch of rares killed. Didn't get any more miscellaneous mechanicas, unless I've missed one. They have an icon very similar to another, which is annoying. What are most people at though? I'm at 6, super casual. What are the kids in the basement at, and what are the hardcores at? Well, I'm at the hardcore end of things right now, and I'm at 18. With 19 in sight this week, 20 if I really go sweat mode. But even race to world first guys are probably not even this high. I think most people will be looking at hitting like double digits this week. Like 10, 11, 12 maybe.
We owe our service to those in need. All the peoples of Kazalgar are coming together more than ever because of you.
Another trinket. A better one, at least, by the looks of things. Holy! That's got to be what? That's got to be a near BIS trinket for some people. Holy! Drink from the vial and ascend over 1.5 seconds before taking on a more powerful form, increasing your agility by 6,200 and all other stats by 805 for 20 seconds. Sheesh! That seems powerful. You got to 10 last week just by doing the quests in the dungeon. Okay, so like 12, 13 is probably what most people will be getting to this week, I guess, then. It's always really difficult because, you know, there's the basic, you know, did you do the campaign, right? You got to remember some people probably won't have even done the campaign fully yet. Even though you can fully complete the campaign now. The side quests, the side missions, you know, there was quite a lot of rep attached to those, but in many people's eyes, there's no need to rush those unless you really want the rep. How much time did you spend doing the side quests? Believe it or not, the every rare, every day, every world quest, every day is probably a third of my total rep. And the tiddly little 15 reps from the contract, I often meme on the contracts being useless, but I tell you what, those 15 reps every time you do a world quest, especially if you're playing alts, that adds up real quick, you know. An extra 500, an extra 1,000 rep is, you know, it definitely helps. Do the rares give rep every day? Yeah. Well, there's the rares are in two categories. There's weekly rares and then there's daily rares. There's about 11 daily rares that give rep every day. Okay, Kahani's probably a good sort of yardstick for measuring like what's not grinded any rares or done the delves, currently at 13. So yeah, sort of 12, 13 is probably where people should be getting then. That means we're probably going to see a huge amount more people picking up the dumpsters this week. I had pretty much the world to myself with dumpsters last week. I mean, there was hours where I could hit like 200 dumpsters an hour. I'm probably not going to be able to do that for much longer, if at all. But right, I think that's me probably done for the day. Simply because I've been playing the game a lot today, and we don't want to burn ourselves out. Let's chill, let's relax for a little bit. Boys and girls, thanks for stopping by this evening. I don't often do mini streams in the evening, and I do really feel as if I should do more. Gives people with like actual lives or Team NA a chance to turn up and say hi. But how did my stocking up ahead of the patch turn out in terms of profit? I don't have exact numbers, but I spent 8 mil on mats and I probably sold nearly all of it for about 10, 11 mil. A few mil profit. I didn't I could go back through Journalator and try and figure it out, but TSM doesn't track all of my data. TSM doesn't track all of my sales particularly well. So it's, I don't know exact numbers, but I sold most of it when it went above 20% profit. And I sold all of it before the patch even started. So at least 20% profit on it, if not more. Player housing, yeah, we'll take a look at player housing tomorrow. I'll go through player housing in a bit more detail tomorrow, so we'll do that. Is Chalida on, is she? Send you over to Chalida, see what she's up to. I also forget to raid. People have to remind me to raid, otherwise I entirely forget. I'm a terrible streamer. Go say hi to Chalida, boys and girls. She's, oh, it's her husband that seems to be playing right now, Cold Meat. Go say hi. Playing a bit of classic by the looks of things. I'll catch you all tomorrow or in the next stream or whenever you're next about. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much once again. Come say hi in the Discord. Enjoy the rest of your day and happy goal making. See you in a bit. Peace.